Hi there, I'm Angus, one of the financial planners down the Prime Wealth end. Given the fact that it's a new financial year, what I thought I'd do is take the opportunity to discuss employee share scheme strategies for the year ahead. So from our experience, from clients who come in, one of the biggest pain points that they have if they've got employee share schemes is dealing with the uncertainty around tax time, which is generally this time of year. Most people who have been issued company stock, so whether that's RSUs, options, performance rights, often find themselves delaying the inevitable, pushing back the lodgement of their tax return until the very last minute. Now, I guess some of these taxes on employee share schemes are unavoidable, but there are certain considerations and certainly there's some discussions that you should be having with a planner once these shares vest. Now, due to the complexity, I guess, around and complex nature of employee entitlements, they're often poorly understood and you probably have a lot more options than you actually think. So for example, if you're someone who works at a company that is forced to hold a minimum allocation in shares, so it's part of your employment obligation, or if you simply fancy the company and you want to hold those shares for the future, it might be best investigating transferring those shares to another vehicle. So for example, you can transfer those shares to a trust, you can transfer them to your spouse, or you can even transfer them into your super fund, which means that any future gain on those shares can be taxed as low as 0%. So there's also the combination of shares and options to think about as well. Again, it's really worth understanding the benefits of each option depending where you are and what you're trying to achieve and where your goals are at the moment. If you are given the chance to nominate an allocation between the two different entitlements. There's also discussions that should be had if you are looking to de-risk, to sell the equity. It's worth putting an investment plan around what to do with the proceeds. Obviously, a certain amount should be allocated for tax, but understanding what best to do with the proceeds is a useful conversation to have. Look, logically, it made sense to put it against your mortgage when mortgages were 6, 7, 8, 9%. But they aren't anymore. They're a lot lower than that. They're around 2, 3, and sometimes 4%. So we are having conversations with clients on how to best utilize the proceeds as well. So if you are one of the fortunate people to receive company stock, but you're constantly feeling like you're on a treadmill, you're constantly feeling like you're paying tax, and you want help understanding how to minimize future tax, how best to structure or how best to hold your shares, or you're looking at de-risking and you want some advice on how to best use the proceeds, please reach out. Again, I'm Angus, one of the advisors down the Wealth End. I also got Mark Greenwood and Ben Norval who would be happy to help. So thank you.